Hey Libras, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing your shadow work spread, and this is going to be in honor of the Sun Chiron conjunction in Aries that is occurring tomorrow around the same time as the full moon in Libra. So I definitely wanted to get your guys' reading out in time for the full moon since it is occurring in your sign. So hopefully I'm able to help guide you through some sort of healing here. Chiron is the asteroid of the wounded healer. With this transit happening here, there's going to be a lot of traumas that come through. A lot of repressed emotions that maybe we haven't dealt with are going to be up for revision. So I'm really hoping that I can help guide you guys through this process. And please keep in mind that these are general readings, so they may not resonate for everyone. If the reading does resonate for you, please don't forget to like this video to help support my channel and to subscribe for all future content so that I can pick up on your energy for all future readings. If you have any Libra placements and you are drawn to watching this, then there will be a message in it for you. All right. And if you guys hear noise upstairs, it's because the cats are running around. So just an FYI. Let's get into this. What shadow is Libra hiding from themselves, please? What shadow is Libra hiding from themselves? We have the nest with spiritual hearth, comfort, and well-being. Very interesting. Clarify what from Libra's past created this shadow. What from Libra's past? Death Valley with emptiness, hopelessness, and challenges. And then how can Libra best work with this energy? How can Libra best work with this energy? Thank you. We have the summer fire with passion, creativity, and desire. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. What I'm picking up right away here, the nest, spiritual hearth, comfort, well-being. What shadow are you hiding from yourself? I feel like you guys, sorry, barking dog upstairs too. But as I was saying here, we have spiritual hearth, comfort, well-being. I really feel like you guys at this time, there's almost like this safe space that you've been looking for a very long time. This could have been stemming from your childhood or some sort of trauma that you went through. But I feel like you really struggle to find a safe space inside of yourself. So you tend to look for it outside of yourself in other situations, other people, other relationships especially. Spiritual hearth, comfort, well-being. It's almost like I'm picking up an energy here of maybe neglecting your own intuition, neglecting your own body's needs, maybe not aligning to your own personal cycle of care, or just personal routine here is coming through as well. I feel like maybe some of you guys, as a Libra, you have a tendency to focus on the other, right? Libras are all about relationships, getting along with other people, making things balanced and fair and just. And I really feel like you guys sometimes have a tendency here to do the most in a situation where you give too much of yourself to a situation, and then you end up feeling depleted, like energetically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And I feel like it's left you feeling very bare. I'm hearing the word barren in my mind. So very, yeah, bare, like you don't have enough. Let me fix my camera here. Probably gonna move a little bit just because the way I have it set up. Okay, but anyway, sorry about that. I really feel like you guys are being called to spend more time alone, to reconnect to yourself, because there's something here about, I'm picking up like a feminine energy. So like your feminine energy has not been nurtured as much as your masculine energy has. Maybe through trauma, through emptiness, hopelessness, challenges, through losing someone, through either like a death in the family, or losing a loved one, or breaking up with somebody. Maybe there was a very traumatic breakup, or maybe there was just a lot where you had to go through here where you didn't have enough and you had to look to other resources to give you what you needed. So it's almost like I'm picking up an energy of not being able to stand on your own 2 feet, not being able to take care of yourself. So this also stems from, okay, let me backtrack a little bit. So when we are in our masculine energies, we both have both energies. Everyone has masculine and feminine energies. When we are in our masculine energy, we are very hardworking, always on the go, always active, taking care of something. Our attention is always on something. Sometimes we are multitasking. We are getting shit done, right? And I feel like as a result of either some sort of loss that you had or trauma that you experienced, or maybe not having enough of something here, you had to sort of man up and be this masculine energy for yourself, even if you are a woman. And I feel like as a result of this, your feminine energies, your natural intuitive side, your creative side has suffered as a result. And of course, this is due to survival mechanisms that we have picked up through ancestral bloodlines. This traces way back to our ancestors, because we needed to have certain behaviors to survive. But as we have grown out of that era of time and we're in between historical timelines right now in our current stage in humanity. And I feel like a lot of us are really trying to heal and outgrow a lot of these ancestral traumas and pains and certain tendencies and behaviors that we have picked up from years prior that is in our blood, and moving towards a more healthier way of being, a more independent yet interdependent, not codependent, but being interdependent on others, having healthy relationships with other people. And I really feel like your feminine energy has not been nurtured the way that it's supposed to be. So as a result of this, you guys don't feel safe within your body, you don't feel safe within your home, you don't feel safe within yourself or your mind, your decisions. You have a hard time trusting yourself. And this is because you are far removed from your intuition, some of you, because of what you've experienced. And I feel like the best way for you to work with this shadow, we have summer fire with passion, creativity, desire. The best ways to work with this is to spend more time in nature. Spend more time connecting to yourself. Spend more time alone. Spend more time doing the things that make you feel passionate, creative, things that fuel your fire, things that make you feel like you can lose yourself in a state of flow is what I'm picking up as well. A lot of you could have a hard time with flowing. You might try to control an outcome in a situation, or maybe you stress out and you get very anxious about something to the point where you cannot rest and you cannot be present in a situation. And once again, this comes from that masculine energy, always needing to be a couple steps ahead, always needing to be in control. And I definitely feel like you guys, it's like you either went through a very dark, dry period in your life where you had nothing, where you lost everything, or you had a very intense spiritual awakening as a result of the end of a relationship or losing someone, having someone pass away that you loved very much. And I feel like a lot of you guys, I'm hearing in the thick of it. So a lot of you guys could be trying to process a lot of these emotions. You could be trying to integrate different parts of yourselves, trying to, like, I'm hearing soul fragments. So it's like you're trying to find those missing pieces of yourself that you have lost in order to come back together and make a cohesive unit that you call yourself. So there's definitely a lot of soul searching happening right now, a lot of trying to peel back the layers and piece yourself back together after you've been broken and lost for quite some time, because I feel like a lot of you guys could be struggling with your identity. You could be struggling with, I'm picking up honestly, like you could be struggling with your personality, your sexuality, your emotions. There's a lot that maybe you don't understand about yourself because you've adopted a very codependent way of living or a survival mechanism in order to keep yourself safe. And I feel like now it's time to come out of that slowly and to begin to learn how to survive on your own. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify some of these with the tarot cards, see what else we can pick up for you. A lot of you guys, I'm being told here that you need to adopt some sort of like value system or philosophy, spirituality that you can follow here. It doesn't have to be religion. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. So I would definitely say that maybe adopting some sort of routine or some sort of practice that you can follow, something that you believe in that will help restore balance in your life, right? As a Libra, you are all about balance. You really like to have your life in order. You like to have a little bit of everything in your life, a little bit of fun, a little bit of work, a little bit of downtime. And I feel like having some sort of system that you follow is going to give you the freedom that you need to be who you want to be. So let's clarify this nest, please, for my Libras. Clarify the nest. Okay, we have the 10 of Wands. Yeah, so what I'm picking up here, 2 of Pentacles, you guys have reached the end of a cycle here of struggling. Like I had mentioned, you guys have probably spent a good portion of your life, if not your entire life, working extremely hard trying to make ends meet, maybe living paycheck to paycheck, or putting in so much effort into something that doesn't put effort back into you, something that's not reciprocal. This could be a relationship, a job, family, kids. It could be a bad habit that you have, but honestly, I'm not picking that one up as much as I am picking up you feeling very overburdened, you feeling like you have to keep food on the table and keep resources coming because there are people that depend on you. Maybe some of you have children, some of you have a family, but it's almost like you are the caretaker here. You like to be the person who is in charge. So this is that masculine energy coming through again. I feel like you guys have this deep ingrained mentality within yourself that was triggered by trauma to survive, to make ends meet, and to keep going no matter what happens. But I feel like as a result of this energy, you are feeling very depleted, very drained. So I'm getting a heavy energy of you guys really needing to spend more time in nature. I know springtime is starting, so if you live in the Chicagoland area like I do, I would definitely try to spend more time out there. Once the rain lets up, try to sit in the grass, maybe step barefoot in the grass, put your hands in the grass. Just let your body touch the earth, because this is going to be very beneficial in grounding you. And the earth also has a beautiful way of absorbing the energies that we don't need. So this is why it's very grounding for us. A lot of the times throughout our daily life, if we interact with a lot of people, we tend to pick up their energies, and sometimes a lot of us have a hard time distinguishing what is our energy and what is someone else's. So this is really giving me the energy of you needing to learn how to discern who you are separate from someone else. So that way you can have more wholesome experiences when it comes to your relationships, your job, anything that you give effort to. But just the way that I'm seeing this right now is like you guys are so disconnected from your true selves and from your intuition that it's like you repeat the same process every day. You're almost on like I almost said auto tune, like autoplay, or like you're on what's the word I'm trying to look for? Sleepwalking, I guess. It's like you're just doing the same thing every day, and maybe you catch yourself in like the middle of the day, maybe it's like 4 p.m. and you're like, damn, like what the hell have I been doing all day? I haven't eaten, I haven't done this, I haven't done that. And it's like you find yourself very disconnected from yourself, and it's very hard for you to find time to breathe and relax and center yourself and be present, because you're always so busy moving from one thing to the next that you don't have time to do that for yourself. Let's clarify Death Valley, please. Clarify Death Valley for my Libras. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands. So this is, I heard the word valor in my mind, Knight of Pentacles. This is definitely a situation where you had to save yourself from something. You had to muster up all of the courage and strength that you had to get out of a situation that maybe felt empty, that felt hopeless, that felt like it was challenge after challenge. That's that 10 of Wands energy. So it's like you guys are... I'm just picking up this energy of you mustering up all of the force you have left to keep going. And with the Knight of Pentacles here, it's giving me an energy that it's taken you a long time. It's taken a lot of effort. It's taken a lot of sacrifice, I'm also hearing, to live the way that you are living right now. Maybe a lot of you have finally begun to reach a place of feeling stable mentally, financially, physically, no matter what it is. There's some aspect of your life here that you finally feel is getting back on track, but it's taken you quite a long time to get there. And if you've made it this far, I definitely want to applaud you guys for that. Congratulations. I'm very proud of you for that, because if you've felt like this, if you felt that emptiness, hopelessness, like the land is barren, like your life has nothing left, and you are able to sort of muster that spark of energy to keep going, I definitely feel like there is a spiritual energy that helps you here. given that this is fire. Maybe sometimes you feel that there is a force within you that is helping you move along in life, that is helping you keep moving forward and not giving up. And like I mentioned, this is an energy of making sacrifice. It's taken a long time. It's something that you've had to be patient with, but you are definitely making strides here. So very, very nice energy. Clarify the summer fire, please, for my Libras. Clarify the summer fire. So we have 2 cards for you. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Swords. I have the 5 of Swords here. So what I'm picking up in this energy is that some of you might, it's like back to that masculine energy. A lot of you are more comfortable with your masculine energy than you are with your feminine. So it's like you have this tendency of, well, if I take time away from work, if I take time away from my projects, then who's going to get it done? When is it going to get done? When am I going to have time to finish? And it's like you're always worrying about when you're going to finish something and when you're going to be able to get back to something that you don't, it's like you don't ground yourself. You're not able to be present because you're always thinking about what you have to do later on and the next day and your work and your job and money. And like this keeps you in a constant loop of overthinking and survival. So a lot of you guys, it's like you're living on edge. We have the 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck here. So this is a deceptive energy. This is feeling, notice how this man, he's holding his sword and everyone else has turned away from him. So some of you, you could either have a tendency to lash out at others when you're feeling this way, or maybe you attract situations where people are very deceptive and manipulative towards you because of the way that you live your life. So let me break this down a little bit. I have a feeling like a lot of you tend to attract like energy vampires, narcissistic people, people who are very manipulative, they like to play mind games with you. And once again, this is from that energy of always being willing to give to another, always being willing to help someone else, even though it's going to deplete you. So it's almost like you're constantly living in this energy of not feeling like your cup is full. And subconsciously, other people can pick up on this. And then this is how we tend to attract these people. I kind of want to clarify this card to see 8 of Wands, to see what this is. I mean, honestly, this could, I'm almost getting for some of you, this could be like you refusing to better yourself, you refusing to heal. That is for some of you. Some of you guys, it's like healing is for the birds is what I heard. It's like you guys don't want to do the work because you don't think anything is wrong with you. So this is almost like a self-deception that I'm picking up on. Why is the 5 of Swords here? 8 of Wands. Yep, that's my confirmation for me being right again. 8 of Wands, 4 of Cups, or I meant again with the 8 of Wands. That was the second time it came out. 4 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. It's like a lot of you guys are very unwilling to change because it's like I'm hearing like you guys don't think anything is wrong with you. It's like, oh, I'm working every single day. I'm getting shit done. I'm making money. Some of you, yes, you're very successful. But it's like, at what cost? I feel like a lot of you have become a shell of who you are, who you used to be, and you have no desire to improve yourself. And this is something that you're going to have to reflect on. Because I feel like a lot of you don't even know who you are at your core. A lot of you don't even know what makes you happy. And a lot of you have a tendency to disconnect from things that could be very enlightening and something that can teach you something new about yourself because you're so caught up in the same way that you've been doing things that you don't want to change. So you guys are definitely, some of you are afraid of change. The main energy I'm picking up here is like someone who constantly lives in their masculine energy, regardless of who you are, gender-wise. Someone who's always on the go, always working, always putting forth all of their effort and never resting to stop, never resting to take a break, never resting to think about like, hey, is what I'm doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? It's like, I don't even care. This is, I don't care if I'm on the right path. I just care about moving forward, regardless of what my mental state is. And that's very deceptive. That's something you guys will have to look at. Because I feel like there's a lot that needs to be addressed here. Your intuitive side, your creative side needs to be nurtured. Your feminine side has suffered. And I feel like for a lot of you, as a result of this, what I'm speaking on, you may have a strained relationship with your mother. So I would definitely also look at healing the mother wound, healing the feminine aspect of the psyche, because this is going to really help you accept yourself for who you are and start to work through these emotions. Because a lot of you guys we don't have any cups here aside from the 4 of Cups. So it's like emotions, I'm not down for that. Emotions, I don't care about that. And a lot of you guys, that's the way that you've been living, and it's not healthy. So I'm going to leave this part of the reading there, and then I'm going to end it off for you with a message from the Instant Fortune Teller Oracle here. So here we go. This isn't a good idea. Stop, think, and come up with a better option. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. There's something that you guys are choosing to engage in, something you guys are involved in, maybe with other people, work situation, relationships, something that you're doing right now is not serving your highest good. And that's why the 5 of Swords is coming out. Maybe you know this. Maybe you are aware that something that you're involved in is not going to benefit you down the line, but it's like your ego is either fed by the situation, or you just care about the money, or you just care about moving forward. It's like you don't want to stop. You don't care what's in the way. And I feel like a lot of you guys can really get yourself into something messy if you don't start to think about this. We also have, it's never too late to change a bad habit. Start today and don't look back. Oh, sorry, here we go. Yeah, exactly. So start today and don't look back. You guys are obviously feeling, a lot of you are feeling like you need to make a change in your life. And this is your confirmation. Start to spend more time alone. Start to connect to yourself again. Start to heal that mother wound and maybe address some traumas that have happened in your childhood. Because I feel like you guys are very, like, whoever I'm reading for, you're very disconnected from your emotional space. And this can be very detrimental to not only yourself, but the people around you. Because if we are not connected to our heart space, then we don't have an ability to be empathic, and we kind of just do this, the 5 of Swords energy. We kind of step on other people's toes, and sometimes we don't realize it. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there for you guys. I hope I made sense in here in this reading. I hope I was able to connect with you, and I will see you in my next reading for you.